So here we are, Suspiro Ranch, June 6th, 2018. Got the new pasture rotation management system in place. Over there we've got our stream crossing across the weep that we just put in. And then we use net fences against the 5-wire perimeter fence to put up paddocks. So this paddock splits this small triangular field in half here along a stream, and of course we've got the 16 by 16 triangular shade sail up with a spring at the top, and it's got a couple of turnbuckles or tighteners down there, and it's on a 2x4 and two T-posts inside, so that keeps it from bending, and we had problems with it bending in the wind. So this gives the animals shade. You see another one over there with the bucks, and there's a couple of wethers, a couple of bucks over there. That shade sail is 21 feet by 16. Same thing, two T-posts. You can see it's bending a little bit, the main post there. But good news is that we're starting to dial this in. So they all have water. The water for these guys, you can see over here, the bucket on the other side of the stream. That's from our irrigation network, the 1-inch pipe that was put in. And then they're just on floats, 25-gallon bucket with a float. And we get the same thing down at the other side on this pasture. So each paddock has its own bucket with a float, and it just comes on automatically with the float. But we also don't energize the system. This is the new pump house. And my mind went blank. The FDA program, that drilled the pump and got a solar pump in there and everything, solar well pump. So it comes on automatically once for 1 hour after dusk. Fills up all these buckets. There's only 2 pastures deployed right now. The rest of these goats are getting fattened up to go get put up in another paddock that'll be somewhere over there. And then all the rest of this will be for the horse. Of course, horses and goats don't share parasites, so the horse can do what he wants, and we can move the goats in behind him. And you can see there's a lot of good grass still out here, even with the smaller herd of 11 and the horse on the pasture. It's growing faster than they can eat it. In fact, that one area over there, we had just get my finger out of there. We had just put, it's kind of a circular spot. You can see it's eaten down. That was where the bucks were before, with their net fence, kind of like this one is here. So this is kind of a half moon shape, right? Half circle. Anyway, that's the pasture rotation system. Everybody's got water, everybody's got shade. They move every 20 days, 14 to 20 days. Try to move them if we have to at 14, because that means they've probably eaten down the paddock that they're in. These guys here have a pretty big paddock, and there's only 5 or 4 goats, females in here they're coming off milk. Their babies were weaned a couple weeks ago, and they're getting dried up. Fatten them up a little bit, get them ready to get pregnant. And this way we'll be able to go ahead and have 3 kiddings every 24 months or every 2 years, rather than just 1 kidding a year. So we increase our production 50%. And that was the whole point behind the new kidding barn at the top of the hill up there, and increase our goat production.